our studio. Catch them all in News Talks.
Welcome back to another episode of News Talks. I'm your host, Zhen Zhen, and today we have two special guests with us. They also happen to be my online friends. Say hi to Pauline and Amy.
Hello.
I think we all want to know like how did we all like met?
I think y'all met first, right?
Yeah.
Before.
Really?
To be honest, it's actually my sister first.
I was like mutuals with your sister first.
Yeah, because of Infinite.
But then I became mutuals with you around, I think, early 2020.
When did we first meet? Like in real life?
I think I met you at like Infinite Myongsu cafe event.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think that was the first time that we met.
I met her at a Taeyong cafe event.
Sorry, we name dropping all these K-pop idols. I'm sure you all will know lah. Like
If you know, you know.
you know. Seeing how both of you all have been on Twitter way earlier than me, honestly. Like I only joined in like 2014. Then the two of you all like 2012,
2012, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you all happen to like remember like your first online mutual ship? Online friend mutual ship. You wanna like share with us?
So I found out about her through my then IRL's sister's mutual.
Whoa.
Which is like, the lore goes really well.
Whoa.
Yes.
So it's like there's some sort of connection.
Yeah, there's some sort of connection. So
Yeah.
that time I'll just call her my senior now. She was quite a big account. And at that time I was like, oh, her tweets are quite funny. So that time there was like AskFM. So I would like
This is
Ask
so
FM guys.
old.
I would ask questions on her AskFM, and then like I ended it with something like, do you want to be friends on Twitter? And then like
How old were you?
I was like 11, 12.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So many.
11, 12-year-old behind her phone, just like yeah. And then like that's how we became mutuals. And then from there, like I think she introduced me to other like,
Do you all like meet in real life in the end?
no, I think she lived in the Philippines. So
Oh,
until
yeah.
now I still never got to meet her.
Actually, my first like online fandom wasn't even K-pop. It was Five Sauce. I was a big like Five Sauce fan. That I like. I made a K-pop. I made a Twitter account for
Five
it.
Sauce, like, a
Yeah.
fan.
Back then, I think like the most like popular way to like gain mutuals or like gain, how to say, like friends online
yeah.
is like, RT to join group
Oh
chat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Retweet to join,
Yeah.
It's just like group chat cliques.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that would be like my first friend group. But like the group chat died of natural causes.
What do you think are like the benefits and challenges of like forming friendships online compared to like in-person relationships?
Benefits is you definitely like you have that sense of community even if you don't have like that much friends like in real life, you kind of still have someone to talk to online and
And like about this like specific
about this
topic.
specific topic.
Yeah.
You get to bond over something, and I guess like that's a sense of community that you don't have to necessarily know how they look like or what they sound like, and you still can be able to
Enjoy.
vibe with
Yeah.
them and enjoy. Well, I guess like that was something that I found quite interesting back then. I was like, oh, I didn't know I could make friends from, say, someone from the Philippines and someone from like Singapore, and I wasn't even in Singapore back then.
Some more like you're
Some
like,
more, yeah.
from Indonesia.
I'm Indonesian.
By the way, she's
Context,
not local.
context.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was only like after being mutuals for so long, and then I moved to Singapore. I'm like, hey, let's meet up. And like after that, it just became like IRLs from there. You know,
Petition for you to stay here forever.
please give me the PR.
What do you think are like the challenges
Wow.
Maybe if like
for online friendships? lah?
yeah, maybe if like example we like live in Singapore and then you find like a friend who lives in like America. I guess
Yeah.
time zones.
Time
would be-
zones
yeah.
is real. Yeah. And I don't know. Also, some of these people sometimes you don't know, right?
Real, yeah.
I had some mutuals who actually were involved in scams from their other
Oh,
friends.
Yeah, I read those.
Yeah,
stories.
and they'd be like really big and influential accounts. You really never know like how their real personalities would be like off screen. And yeah, I guess a lot of these like dramas happen when maybe you engage in cliques and sometimes they don't work out. And then it just ends up being cancel culture.
Yeah.
And people getting doxxed left and right.
I think for like in-person friendships.
in-person friendships.
Because like I think most of us like we make friends from school, from work.
That's true.
And like what are the chances that they have like the same
Interests,
same
yeah.
interests as us, right?
Yeah.
But it's also like more authentic, I guess, if it's like in person, like you get to see the person, you get to see how they act and speak, right?
That's true.
Whereas online you only can, there's like a
You can just make assumptions, right?
yeah. What do you think are like ways K-pop stands like they use social media to like support their idol, like favorite artists? Like what do they
there's a lot.
usually do?
I think one of the first few was hashtag parties. Like hashtag. I think every time before an idol's birthday, you would trend something.
Yeah. Or like comeback.
Comeback, trending, or like, I don't know, even thank yous or
Anniversary.
just
Yeah.
to thank
my
someone
God.
for after a concert or after probably like releasing a song. I find that culture like a bit strange at first because before that I was actually in like Disney fandoms. I didn't really see that culture, you know. That time then Twitter I think wasn't that strong of a culture yet. I think among like Western fandoms. It's definitely very different compared to what it is now.
Yeah.
Like last time I think hashtags were something that only K-pop
Can
fans
boost
had.
like
It
what's that called?
boost like engagement.
Yeah, engagement.
And I guess what else? What I could think of at the top of my head is donation support. So
Those like big accounts, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
they
like-
would donate like food for promotions. I think for an artist.
Or like just for a birthday, like they buy a star or something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
God,
Because
yeah.
like I
That is
didn't know you could
insane.
adopt a panda.
Yeah, under like your idol's name.
I think like donation for like streaming.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
Streaming.
K-pop stands, I think they take like
Streaming
Streaming
culture
very
very seriously.
seriously.
Last time, like with YouTube streaming, it wasn't as strong, but it was more of like Melon and Genie streamings, and you needed like accounts for that.
yeah, it's
So
very hard to
It's
organize
so hard.
and stuff.
I think I remember even like trying so hard to change my VPN so I could get a Melon, like
the
Melon streaming pass.
the information is like really inaccessible last time lah.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of more platforms for streaming. Like you can just stream on Spotify now.
Yeah. And it still counts.
Before Spotify, it was
Melon, Genie.
no like those illegal
Oh.
ones.
Oh, K2N vlog. For shared.
Yeah, for
Mega.
sure. Mega.
That was actually how I
That was the
discovered
peak,
a
eh?
lot of my favorite artists now.
Yeah.
Because at that time, like if I liked one song, I couldn't just download one song.
yeah,
I had to
you
download the entire album.
Yeah.
And that's how I actually got to know some of my olds. I was like, oh, this discography kind of slaps.
But now it's like really, really easy lah to like access this info because we have like those fan accounts that do translations.
Yes.
Yeah. I think last time it's like really, really hard to find.
Yeah.
Last time there would be like 1 or 2% in each fandom.
Yeah,
who
there's no like such like dedicated for like this one member or one group.
now you have dedicated accounts for like a member's nose or something. Right?
Those like really
Jesus
weird
knows.
like, daily idols
something.
face. I don't know.
hourly idol name.
This kind of content to like boost, you know, the engagement.
Yeah, and it's just like really niche content.
So what do you think are some common practices and traditions among like the K-pop fandoms?
Glad you asked.
Glad you asked. Okay, would you like to explain what are these dolls lying around?
Honestly, I don't know how the 10cm doll trend started.
I feel like basically for quite a long time, idol dolls like fan-made
Fan-made dolls
like,
existed.
yeah. So like the fan artists will draw like the idols and then they'll make it into a doll.
Yeah.
I think after some time, it became like animal representatives.
Yeah.
K-pop companies realized that they can capitalize.
Yeah.
And now you have like pop-up stores.
Because it really
and-
started from like fan-made. Then
Yeah.
like the company's like, oh, taking notes, you know. Then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, we should do our
Actually,
own. Yeah, so this one over here
It's official.
is the official one.
Yeah.
We're matching today. You know how people take like food photos, right?
But this
Like
one
the
is-
normal food photos. But we don't take it like normally. We'll put like, we have
The
like
photo
this photo card holder thing.
Yeah.
And then we'll just put in front and like, it's as if like they're eating with
Like
us.
photo
Yeah.
card eats first.
Yeah.
There's also like recently the trend, photo booths.
Ah, yes.
Oh my
Photo,
gosh.
photo events.
Yes.
Yeah, I think before the photo booth events,
It's cafe
the
event.
cafe event. All of us have like done a cafe event before, so we
Rent
rent
a space.
a
Yeah.
space and then we display like
Merch.
Merch,
Photos.
photos of our idols. And
For their
it's usually like
birthday.
birthdays.
Yeah.
That's actually the time where I met a lot of my
Yeah.
Yeah.
like IRL mutuals.
Same.
You know about that Jesus Cafe event in Korea?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, in
Like
Korea,
the culture has actually
it's
gone
really
across
evolved
fandom.
out, bro.
There's also some for athletes,
Yeah.
musical actors.
Yes.
Like
It's not limited to like
Yeah,
K-pop,
K-pop
idols.
idol.
and there's also like subway ads. I think that only recently came to Singapore.
But I think like
last few years.
I wonder
of the
how
pandemic.
much is the cost of like
I mean, Singapore is super expensive.
should be like
Few K. Yeah.
Wow.
and people do that.
Yeah.
By the way, Amy is a group order manager. Do you want to
Yeah.
explain what is a
What's
group order,
What's
group
a
order
GOM?
manager and what do they do?
Yeah, so group, like, okay, basically, like, you know, K-pop, like, if you stand a group, like, they will come up with, like, albums and merchandise and all these things. And then, like, obviously, they're all coming from Korea. So, like, people do, like, group orders to, like, help save shipping when we order.
They ship it over.
Yeah, they ship it to Singapore. Yeah, so basically, I'm a group order manager who
She
does
gathers
that.
all the orders.
Yeah, I gather all the orders from people, and then I just order them to like a Korean address. Then
Yeah.
we forward it to Singapore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I got to know her. Also, I got my album.
Yeah.
One of my
do you,
albums
do you
from
want to
Amy.
like share how like how you all like end up in the same university?
Yeah, what the hell?
This is like legit fate, guys.
This is
Yeah.
lore.
This is
like before
Before-
like you, I think you already knew Amy because
I knew Amy because
like the GOM.
I knew she was your friend.
Yeah.
And then at that time I was looking for people who
we're doing orders.
were doing orders for Dojejong album. I ordered from
I was
her.
like, I think I introed you. Right?
Yeah, I
I
was like,
buy from
can you recommend me
her."
anything? I was like, okay, let's buy from Amy. And I was like, oh, okay, I trust because it's your friend anyway.
Yeah.
Then I met up to collect the albums from her.
Yeah.
We met up at like my old campus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Literally at Rocho
At
MRT.
Rojo MRT.
Yeah.
Then like roughly a month or two later, I met her in class. No, the thing is, I messaged Zizi first.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
like, am I tripping? Is Amy in like my campus? And she's like, I don't know. She just texted me also. And then like during break, I was like, are you Dreamworld?
I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like,
let's not go with the username.
yeah.
And then they became friends,
Friends,
mutuals. Pauline over here, she does graphic design.
Yeah, per commission me,
And
please.
you often take like inspirations from like K-pop concepts, right?
Yeah, so I guess like long story short, I actually got into graphic design because
Of
of
K-pop.
K-pop. I vividly remember unboxing my first like K-pop album ever.
What was
like, it was actually Big Bang.
Oh my god.
It's like my first proper physical album that wasn't just a jewel box. It was actually Big Bang's like I don't even remember the title of the album, but it's the Fantastic Baby limited edition.
The silver one?
No, it was like the white one with the color swatches per member. I remember thinking like, oh, that's so cool. Like, fun fact is I actually got into art school because most of my portfolio were fan art.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got into our current
Also?
school. So yeah,
Really?
I did my Jangwoo cafe event in like
Oh
the,
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I did like portrait studies of One Pill and I submitted that for my uni portfolio. Surprisingly, they accepted me. Like, thank
Yeah.
you.
K-pop gets you job and careers.
K-pop gets you
and,
jobs, guys.
And school get you
In
into like
school.
schools.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Since we're all K-pop fans, I would like to ask like, when was your happiest moment or moments?
For me recently was that I got to call Jangwoo. I just fan called Jangwoo.
She won a video fan call with her
My
ultimate
bias.
my
bias.
ultimate bias, Jangwoo.
How was it talking to talking to Jangwoo?
I was really nervous. Yeah, cause like I mean like I really prepared really hard for the fan call. Like I wrote down like everything that I wanted to say and I translated into Korean.
Wow.
And then like because I also did like Jangwoo cafe event.
Yeah.
So because I was gonna call Jangwoo, then I was like, maybe I should do a cafe event again this like the next
Like
year.
after talking to him,
Yeah, after
right?
talking to him, yeah. So I told him like, oh, I'm gonna do like a photo booth frame event, and then like, can you like do some poses so like your fans can copy?
So you can make it to a frame.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Really
yeah.
good idea, legit.
Yeah, so that was like that was one of my most memorable moment talking to him. Yeah.
How about you,
I
Pauline?
think mine would
talking
be
to One
similar
Pill?
also. Yeah, I did.
So both of them managed to talk to
when
their
you-
biases.
When you talked about it, I was like, oh right, I had a fan call. Yeah,
I
so-
remember yours. I was like,
It was the
you-
pandemic too.
and you sent me like the clips, and I was like, it's, even though I'm not the one talking, I was like almost tearing up because it's like so cute.
Yeah, so like I actually didn't really know what to say.
Yeah.
I joined the fan sign for funsies because he was about to go to the military, and that the fan sign I took part in was exclusive for Indonesia only. So the time I was also back home, and I was like, okay, why not? And I bought around 10 copies. I really talked to him about like you know, how grateful I am to meet him, and like I'm really happy that you know you were one of the idols who literally kickstarted my design career, first of all. And, you know, through all the ups and downs in life, like, he was always there to cheer me up. So that's why I told him. And I asked him if we could give, like, some encouraging words. I was really going through it back then. He was just, like, listening to it patiently, even though I stuttered a lot. And I was, like, really tearing up. He's just like, it's okay, you know, I'll work hard to, you know, to make you proud. And, you know, you should always stay healthy and happy. So now that every time that he sends a bubble message with a similar message, I'm just like, that's for me. That's for me.
Oh, by the way, Bubble is an app where like idols and
it's a parasocial texting app.
some sort of like parasocial texting app where like you can communicate with your idols. Yes.
Basically, it's like a paid subscription.
Though, but yes,
text your idols.
Yes,
they can text you. And you can
reply, and they can see your
replies. They can read it, and now they can reply to the messages actually.
Come on, parasocial. I mean, not really parasocial anymore.
It's not parasocial anymore. They can see you. How about yours?
Mine? I don't really have any like big idol moments, but I mean, since this topic was about like online friends, I feel like meeting you guys were like,
oh, GG.
Meeting you guys really like changed my life a lot lah. Cause like before that, it was really, 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 really hard to find like K-pop fans like offline. Obviously, I mean even if there is, they're like really normal about K-pop, and I'm not.
And that period of time was like I think early 2010s. A lot you would get bullied for actually liking K-pop.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I had a lot of like online friends and mutual ships, but then we never really met in real life because they are like overseas or like they already have their own cliquey stuff. Thank you guys for.
Love you.
Existing. Before we finish, we have this segment called like this or that, where as the name implies, you have to select one of the two options provided. So are you ready? Okay. The first one, would you rather interact with like other fans online or you meeting other fans at like events?
I'm a big I, so I think I would say online.
I would say in person, but like
it's also very scary, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like I would better connect with the person if it was in real life rather than online.
Would you rather keep your private account or your public?
I'll keep my public account.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't really post on that account anymore.
Yeah.
It's really very inactive. So I don't mind letting go of my public account. Yeah.
Would you rather pay like $300 for a barricade first row view or $300 for a 1-minute fan call with your buyers?
Fan call, yeah. Same.
I can record it and watch it anytime.
It's like one-on-one also.
Yeah, it's
like he's focusing on you.
Yes.
Would you prefer to buy official merch or fan-side fan-made merch?
Fan support fans.
Yeah.
A lot of fan-made goods are actually better.
Okay, so you all prefer to buy the fan-made merch, right? Because we need to support local.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Would you prefer to go for a cafe event or a photo booth event?
I would rather go cafe event. Yeah. But I would rather host a photo booth event.
The logistics of a cafe event is also crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have any final advice for those like who are still attempting to like fit in the online community, especially like in K-pop?
I think like just be careful online.
Definitely.
It's really the internet is a lot scarier than it thinks. So when we say like you're too young to be on the internet, you probably are.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, I've also been on the internet since I was like 10 or 11.
A primary school
11.
girl.
Yeah, and sometimes you get exposed to things that
are not safe
are
for
not
your
suitable
age.
for your
Yeah.
age. And I guess that's just one thing to be cautious about. Please be wise with what you see on the internet lah.
And what you say also.
What you
cause
say.
Nowadays,
There's digital footprint.
So one thing that I probably regret from like my experiences, is like be more private.
Yeah.
Like
Don't share everything.
Don't overshare.
Don't overshare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much again for like coming down and just yapping about K-pop culture and online stuff. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share around. And yeah, thank you for coming to Muse Talks, and we will see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.